The press up is a great bodyweight exercise that works the shoulders, the chest, and the back of the arms, the triceps. And you can use it at home a lot, and it's one of those ones where if you overuse it, you'll probably find it gets a little bit boring. So I want to show you some variations that you can play around with to make the press up a little bit more interesting. And also, if you're completely new to doing the press up, I want to show you how I start off with my clients and just how we progress. So if you're completely new to the press up, what I get people to do is look for a raised surface that you can put your hands on. And the reason why you want it raised is because you're going to be using less body weight, which makes the exercise easier. So you look for the surface, get your shoulders over your hands, step back so you've got a nice straight line from your ankles, knees, hips and shoulders. And then you're going to breathe in as you lower yourself towards the bench. Breathe out, push away. Breathe in, lower, breathe out, push away. And then over time, what you can do is look for lower and lower surfaces to do the press-ups off until you can eventually reach the floor. Then you've got the standard one, which you'll see all the time. So on the floor, shoulders over the hands, and then you're going to breathe in as you lower, breathe out, push away. So it's a really good exercise, and you can quickly build up strength in that. So there's a couple of ways you can play around with it, just to make it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more challenging. So the first one is when you're down on the floor, you can reduce the stability of the exercise. So instead of having both hands and both feet, you can go both hands and one foot on the floor. So it look like this. So start with feet a little bit closer together, lift one foot off the floor, and then do your press-ups. What you can also do is what's called a Spider-Man press-up. So as you do the press-up, one leg is going to drive up to the outside of the arm and then come back as you press yourself away from the floor. So it'll look like this. As you lower, bring the knee up, push away, leg comes back. So you can do all the reps on one side, or you can alternate it from side to side. Then what you can look to do is, if you want to hit a little bit more on the upper chest, you can do decline press-ups. So again, look for a solid raised surface, and you want the surface to be pretty solid and stable. I don't really recommend chairs because they're very easy to wobble and fall over as you're trying to do the exercise. So from here, bring both feet up onto the surface. So you can see, because my body's angled downwards, there's a lot more body weight being used in the exercise. So again, making this even tougher than a standard press-up. So from here, same thing, lower to the floor, press away. And again, if you want, you can do one-legged, or if you're really sadistic, you can do decline Spider-Man press-ups. So there's a couple of ideas you can play around with in your own bodyweight workouts.